HBCU Band Recap. I'm your host. Welcome back. Face off around the culture. I don't know if you caught that, but I am back. We are back for the weekly HBCU recap. I'm your host, Horatio.
My name is Vidal. How y'all doing this week?
Hey man, bro, I am very excited. Week four. Week four. What do you think? Look, we had some great last week. We was a little bit, we was a little dry, right? This week, I feel like we kicked back up. I feel like bands are traveling. I was very excited when I sat down and watched all the clips.
Yeah,
What do you think about this week's band recap?
man. This week we had a lot of diversity. That brings me into our first topic: styles make fights. We had a lot of matchups with bands of two variant styles competing against each other
Hmm.
to bring that the type of interaction that pulls you in what direction. Are you more of
Right.
a cranking up type? You more like a balanced reserve type, real solid, clean sound type? We had those type of
Mhm.
matchups this week.
Bro, bro, you be in my head, yo. Like, literally, we're gonna talk about some of these matchups. I was thinking literally like this band is this type of band. So you said the topic of the night is you said style creates matches,
Styles make fights. It's a
styles
term
make
that
fights.
people use in boxing and like fights. Yeah.
Yeah, styles make fights. That's interesting because based on the style of the band would be the dog in the fight. Would mean like the
Mm-hmm.
aggression, the everything that they bring to the battle. Great topic, great topic. I'm excited to dig through some of these. We got a little few, and of course we're gonna go
Yeah,
over some of the matches
we
for
got a couple
for
this
the
week.
week. Yeah, yeah. Who you want to start with?
Shoot, let's start. Let's start. Did you watch Albany and
Yes,
who am I?
Albany and
Savannah
Miles.
State. There we go.
You said
Savannah
wait.
State.
Sorry, Savannah State. Oh no, wait.
Yes.
I must have saw the wrong clip. Wait. Oh, it was Clark Atlanta and
Yeah.
Miles. Okay, I
Miles.
watched
We
that.
can start
Yes, I
there.
did watch
We can start there.
Albany. I did watch Albany in Savannah State. I'm sorry. What you think?
All right, would you want to do the Albany and Savannah State?
Let's jump to wait, I think
Let's
I
do
think I
Miles.
got mine mixed up. Let
Let's do Miles Clark Atlanta first.
Okay. Let's do okay.
All
Let's do
right.
Miles Clark
So
Atlanta.
out the
Go
gate,
ahead.
right? So I seen it was a short fifth. I was like, okay, what do I expect to see? This is my first time really diving into Clark Atlanta this season.
Yeah.
So out the gate, their tuba section really surprised me, man. They were really sounding good as far as what Clark Atlanta played. Very small band. They had some attitude though. It seemed like they were playing some things with some purpose and some intent.
Hmm.
Um, I didn't see that they were quite at the level of a program like Miles is, but they played some good things. Let's talk about Miles. This is our third week in a row seeing Miles perform in battle. I
Right.
would say week to week they have been improving,
Hmm.
even though I feel like this season is not like the consensus of the band world's favorite Miles or what you
Right.
think of Miles at his best.
Hmm.
But if the week to week they're getting better, who am I to complain
Right.
about the program right now? You
Hmm.
see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And even the songs that they're bringing out in this week versus fifths compared to previous weeks, they have been sounding better. It seems like they just need to roll into the season, and it's like
Right.
we're actually ending up in that mid-season form, which made me think like a lot of these programs came out in mid-season form already
Right.
early on in this season because it's been active early on, had the early battle of the bands and things like that. Miles probably just needed some more time for this year to catch up and get into that type of space.
Yeah.
But overall, I like them um, in this battle. I like the ballad that they played. A couple weeks ago, I was talking about my band, how
Bro,
it
Manny,
sounded
bro,
good.
you're in my notes, bro. I was literally gonna put. I said, bro, Miles, my band is hard. Manny is tripping. I have it on my
Yeah,
thing because a
yeah,
couple weeks ago you said I don't like my band, and I kind of went with you, but I
yeah.
liked it though. But bro, it starts on the and it gets your attention out of nowhere, and the end is like I was like, I really like the arrangement. So yeah, I'm glad
Mhm.
you said that. Sorry, go ahead.
But yeah, I really liked it this week. I
Yeah,
was like, this doesn't even feel like the same song. Like,
right. Yeah, yeah. Okay,
but
so for
yeah,
me, okay, from my notes, Clark Atlanta started off the fifth with the alma
mhm,
mater. too late in the season for the alma mater to sound bad. Come on now. That's the first thing that you in camp is the alma mater. You should take pride in it. But then that made me say, well, let me see the score of the game, right? Because hearing the alma mater means that somebody was depressed. So do you know that Miles won 55-14?
Oh yeah, it'll sound like
right. So that to me is why the alma mater decided that way, and they played "Brighter Day" by Kirk Franklin, the gospel song, and then you can see the team and you can see the football team, and they were kind of like cheer up because it's gonna be a brighter day. So shout out to Clark Atlanta. Miles played "Kiss the Girl" by Katy Perry. I thought that was great.
Yes.
And I put Miles is improving. Miles, my band is hard. Miles got the W. Shout out to Clark Atlanta though, because remember, I think last week we were talking about during COVID. I brought up that during COVID, the drum major at Clark Atlanta, she's a woman. Well, she was a woman, and she basically said that it was hard to get the band energized and the whole thing. So it's good to see like Clark Atlanta still like being able to kind of be competitive. We talked about that last week, competing. And I felt like despite their size, Clark Atlanta really came through and was competing. I've also never seen them take that trip to Miles. So that was just an interesting dynamic to see both of them. Miles got a W in my opinion, just based on like song selection and just aggressiveness, the readiness for the moment. I feel like they had a lot more. But Clark Atlanta did a great job. And I want to, unless you have anything else to say about that, I want to transition over to another Atlanta school who shocked me this week. I think that they are the best band in Atlanta right now. Morehouse. Did you see Morehouse versus who they play? Did they play Albany?
No.
Hold on.
Albany played Savannah State.
Bro, why do I have Albany? Okay, I'm watched the Morehouse versus Albany game. I'm guessing which was last week, which was it was like a bowl game in New York City. Which I don't know if we talked about that, but Morehouse, bro, I've only seen Morehouse a couple times. That was one time, once in Honda, and one time on their on like just like a game versus somebody. And to me, they did a great job. I'm talking about just improving the cranky style, and I'm glad that they kind of, I know that wasn't this week, but to me they had the dog in the fight as far as like more of a crankier type band than I think Clark Atlanta is. And they're a lot smaller. They only got 4 tubas. They only got like, what I'm saying, they're a smaller band, but they have like their style, which is going to our theme, is what to me adds to their fight. And I feel like them versus Clark Atlanta, I don't know if they do that this year, but to me that would be a good small band battle. Okay, but yeah. Nice. Okay, I didn't see the Albany versus Prairie View game. I don't think I could find it.
It's funny. I mean, it's all good.
Think about it though, because I ain't see it.
Look, so we had Albany versus Savannah State. So
Savannah State. Why do I keep saying what is okay?
You said a different school every time.
Prairie View. Sorry, Savannah State. I couldn't find it though.
Yeah, but it was a pretty good battle. So to me, this was a big style class. So prior to the game, they actually had pep rally, battle of the bands type of ordeal, where the bands would just look like just in a field outside the stadium, almost look like having a little setup battle. Right. And you could distinctly see the difference in style from there. So Savannah State gave me more so of East Coast feel, dancing through, a lot of energy, clean sound, clean trumpet sound. But I felt like a lot of their sound was missing that middle, whereas Albany State was really aggressive. So if you didn't know, the band director that was at Kentucky State is now the head band director at Albany State. Wow. So giving them different type of feel, and those mellophones was crazy at Albany State, man. That was the truth. Something real serious. But they had a lot more middle in their sound with the thickness of the euphoniums and the mellophones, but they was really lacking the trumpet section to me. So I was just like, dang, who do I really give it off of just pure sound? I felt like Albany State was just a much more confident band, but as the fifth went along, they started getting a little dirty. And overall, I have to give it to Albany State just because of song selection. As the fifth went on, I was started hearing from Savannah State, ASAP, Vice Versa. I'm like, damn,
Yeah.
I can't do that. But shout out to both programs. Both of them are doing really well. I can't wait to see as Albany State progresses throughout the season. I heard them like little clips come out of band camp, and their sound has improved them. And I would say for them for just working on that balance, getting those trumpets better, and making sure that endurance is well. Last thing I would say about this one is Albany State has a confident, strong trombone section. They just play really out of tune. Like I feel like they tune it up, get that endurance right. They have like a great band. They reminded me somewhat of that Stillman band from like a couple years ago.
Yeah, from like 2019, 2018.
Yeah.
Albany, definitely a band to look at. When I watched them versus Morehouse last week, I said the same thing. Like they have a crankier type style. And I don't know about you, but those bands are going to win more with me just because I can, even if it's even more dirty, I can appreciate that you're going for it. And that's something that I value. That's something we value over here. So, okay, changing up. I'm going to go to what I think is the best battle of the year so far.
What's that?
Alabama State and FAMU. Going back to the styles battle. This was a perfect example of styles in fighting wise, right? Okay, real quick. FAMU, you gotta appreciate FAMU, bro. Because when was FAMU reinstated? Like 2015, right?
Yeah.
So, bro, FAMU is the type of program that we talk about. Like, you said what?
I think it was 13 because they battled Valley that year.
Right. So ever since they came back, you can tell like the students want to push the culture forward. You can tell that with their tradition, they value the small wins. When I say like the small crank, like their style doesn't.
Your mic cut, I think. I can't hear you. I don't know if you can hear me or not. Test. I don't know.
Yep.
Oh, you like barely. It's like you cut out, cut back. I'm hearing like That's what it sounded like.
All right, hold on.
Oh, we almost had it. We're gonna get it right though. He said it's back now.
Yep.
There we go.
Yeah. Okay. FAMU. I don't know what part you heard, but FAMU is the type of band that they value like the small like crankage in their tradition, like in the box of what they can do. They value like you can hear like some trumpet scream a little bit, or whatever. And I found that amusing because we talk about these Florida bands and they stay in their tradition, and to me, I feel like their staff works with them, works with the kids to not only provide songs that are current and up to date, but gives them a little more leeway than we've seen FAMU do in the past. And to me, that is what recruits a lot of kids because, yes, wherever you're from, you love the tradition of it, but you want to see it change. You want to see it evolve. And I feel like FAMU is doing a great job with that when it comes to staying true to their identity, but branching off to kind of be competitive. I feel like they did a great job with that. So, I would say, they started off, okay, we have a lot of bands have been starting off fifths with ballads, right? I don't know what to think about that because I just assume battle, you start something, you push them out. We have two battles today where they start off with a ballad. They started off with Call Tyrone, which I thought was good. We heard it before. Still good. I put battle all over the place because then when they did Call Tyrone, then you played a march. So I'm like, what am I doing? And that's why I thought it was weird.
Yeah.
I put Bama State dominating 3 rounds, tubas. First of all, to me, Bama State was on one. You can tell when a band is in sync. That was going to be my thing for the day, which was, are you in sync? Are you in sync with each other? And I feel like Bama State at FAMU, this day was in sync together. Like to me, more than I've seen them this whole year. So I felt that, and you can feel that, man. Like you can feel it through a damn video. I promise you. So when you're there, it's even more electric.
Right.
But FAMU battle was great. Now here's what we got next. I said by the 4th song, Bama State got a little tired. got a little tired. And to me, this is where FAMU style can help them because they're not in the clouds and they're not elongated long notes. Most of their parts in unison, so it allows them to be able to complete the day. I feel like their arrangements.
Mhm.
But I was going to ask you, do you think that helps them or hurts them? Because Bama State, who was performing, I put 3 rounds dominating. I put get down to around the fourth. They're like it's getting a little tired, and so it's like because they were up there the whole time.
Right.
So I'm actually about that, and then I put Bama State finished strong, but not as strong as they were. But this is the best Bama State I've seen this year.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I agree with that. That is the best Bama State we have seen this year. Opening up the video, I'm like, yo, this Bama State? Like, yo. Yeah. Call Tyrone was crazy. Mm-hmm. Had a lot of style to it, real full. Tubas was off the chain. Coming out the gate with it. FAMU played the march. I'm not sure. I'm not the point where I say don't play marches in the 5th quite yet. You got to be smart.
Bro, you got to be smart. It's a 0 quarter. It's a 0 quarter game, bro.
Yes.
You play the march in the 0 quarter. To me.
Yeah, I feel like you can get away with it if like they play something sloppy or something bad, right? That's like the only time I really can see like you playing the march. But after that call Tyrone, like that was to me was at a point where it was respectable enough of something really good or of a similar type.
Right.
But FAMU sounded pretty good on that. What I want to say about FAMU and their style is I can see that the arrangements are changing.
Yes.
What I need the percussion sections to do is get some groove and funk and some type of feeling to go with it. Because listen to Annihilate, that it didn't really gel. It didn't feel like the arrangement and the percussion part matched at all to me. Mm-hmm. I felt like my favorite song of the night was that ballad by FAMU.
Yeah, I put ballad was great. Yeah. It was towards the in the first 3 rounds or 4 rounds. Yeah.
Like the third or fourth round, I really liked that song. I was like, wow, I really like it. Bama State was off the chain though. I feel like they had control of the battle. All of their selections were really good. All of them hit. Nothing fell apart. Nothing crazy. It really raised the bar for them because I was looking at them like we'll talk about Grambling in a second, but I was thinking about them and Grambling being competitive after this performance. I'm like, oh no, they way ahead of where Grambling is for me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree, man. Shout out to Bama State, man. Like I said, electric performance to me. I feel like they were in sync. They were like on one together. You can feel their energy. So shout out to them. But what I will say is all these bands this week on this list were competing. Even the small bands, even the Clark-Atlantas, even the Albanese. I had Morehouse. I thought that was this week. But even them, like, competing still. So, and that's all that we want. That's all we can ask for. So, anything else for them, for Bama State FAMU?
I just wanted to, say for FAMU, I enjoy FAMU. I just don't want to see them battle. I don't know. I enjoy more. If I watch FAMU clips, if I would like them in the band room playing through the field show or something, and I could just sit and enjoy that. Wow. I really don't look forward to a 5th with FAMU.
I agree. All right, moving on. This might be our last matchup for the night. Texas Southern versus Grambling. Now we talked about last week saying that we were very excited for this matchup. Okay. They didn't really give me. Okay, it was a great battle, by the way. Great battle. But they didn't really give me. Texas Southern didn't really give me, or either bands didn't really give me to grab them by the throat and choke them all the way. To me, they didn't really give them that. Here are my notes. Texas Southern UFOs have been neutralized. Do you remember 2 or 3, 4 years ago? Everybody was talking about Texas Southern's UFOs are just the bane of the whole band's existence. Bro, this is what all bands are going to be like. The UFOs are killing the whole band. Bro, they came in there, bro, and it's like now I want more UFOs. I really would like more UFOs from Texas Southern. And it's different because they've always been a UFO-heavy band. I never thought I would have to say that. This battle, Grambling started off the battle with the ballad. And I put great ballad. I really enjoyed it. It was a 112 song. I forgot what it was, but it was, to me, it's different. And to me, when you start off the battle with a ballad, it's like, where do I go now? I mean, you have to play your own game, of what you were going to do, but it's hard to keep the energy up when you start with a ballad. But they did a good job. Texas Southern came back with a 112 song, "Only You," which I put a very interesting arrangement. It sounded weird. I thought it was a good arrangement, but to me, it just sounded weird. But my last one is Graham, not as clear as Texas Southern, but great battle, Texas Southern W. What you think?
So I had Texas Southern taking the W here. To me, this was more Texas Southern gave me more style and substance within their arrangement. There was a lot more expressive of what they played. I felt like Grambling, although they sound really good and really balanced, they were dull for me at times, especially with the arrangement and just how things were phrased. It just didn't land. And
you hear some of the individuals too while they're playing as well.
Yeah. It just didn't really land for me, where I felt like Texas Southern, even though some of those songs really didn't stick out, I felt like it landed to a certain degree. Sounded really good. I feel like their sound has improved from when I first saw them versus PV up until now. It's really really balanced. I appreciate that Eve.
That was good too. Gangsta Lovin' or something like that. That was really good. I like that too.
I really enjoyed that one. I really enjoyed that one. So that was my favorite one from this performance. The zero and the fifth for me just felt kind of similar. It just kind of felt similar. I really wanted to get something to latch onto for both bands, and I really didn't get that. But that's just a testament to the work that they've already put in. So they put me in a place where I'm desiring things and wanting things from, and because they both sounded good today. I just felt like Texas Southern was the better band.
Definitely. All right. So that was the indie. Do you have any more battles that you checked out that we're missing before we move on to next week predictions?
I think that was it. That was it.
Yeah, I think those are all the clips that I can find. Okay, moving on.
One more. Did you see the little small exchange between Valley and Central?
Yes. Okay, so I get a text Sunday night from one of our faithful listeners, Drew, and he texted me and he goes, Central blew out Valley. I go, what? I have to watch this now. So when I saw it, it was a very short clip. Explain for the people. Yeah, go ahead.
So I'm looking at the fifth, 12 minutes long. I'm like, 12-minute fifth, like that means like 1-2 songs, right? Mm-hmm. So I see Valley plays one song, pretty strong, powerful, rap tune, really wasn't recognizable to me. But then they dipped out. They left. Central ran off 3 good ones. 3
on your head.
And he said, I remember when I watched it, I flashed back to another podcast where Horatio said Central had like 12 quick ones.
I told you when I saw him versus A&T, bro, they had them and they was aggressive with him and they used them. So shout out to Central for being in the right place at the right time, doing the right damn thing. Okay, because for real, man, because that can go a long way when you got them and you got a band that don't care. Hold on. Can we talk about that? Have you seen that video of the high school band director that got tased because he didn't want to stop the band from? Oh man,
I seen it. He get tased. I had cut it off before he got tased.
Bro,
they sounded good.
Yes, bro. Okay, so it was a band. I think it was in Georgia. I'm not sure, but it was the high school band director, right? A video where this guy, we've all been there where like the band director has an ego, or the whole band has an ego of like we want to be heard. We came here to be heard. We practice all the time to be heard. And in this particular video, this guy had that same energy, and the staff at the school or the police officers were telling him to cut the band off. I guess the band had to wrap up, they had to leave, and he just kept running it back. Now, how do you feel about that? How do you feel about the because on one end you can say, well, the students are there, they practice hard and they want to be heard, and on the other end, it is a part of your ego to when people say, hey, bro, we need to continue on this event. You're part of an event. You're part of something bigger than you at this thing. You need to be quiet. The band is a lot of people. Y'all got drums and all this stuff. Like, we need y'all to be quiet. So, like, what do you think about that? What do you think about that video?
Man, look, I'm with the. I wouldn't even say with the group, but I'm of the belief like you don't need to have no physical exertion when there's nothing violent involved at the end of the day. Like he's playing the song with kids. You don't need to be tasing that man. I know other people have like this idea about authority and you have to respect the police and you got to do what they say. But at the end of the day, it really didn't call for that. And I saw how hyped he was, how energetic he was. And if he needed to go, he needed to go. But I think that was like a little too much for my liking. Like I couldn't imagine like someone imagine a scenario where you in your front yard and you playing a lot of music loud and they just come up and tase you because you really want to. Like it seems wild.
I have to disagree with you, bro, because I don't think that was the case. They're at a game, right? Yeah. I mean, that the band is playing. I mean, they have a seat, they have an area to play, and just like any other thing, like, bro, they didn't just tell, hey, stop. Like they asked, it was a thing. It was a whole thing of, hey, I'm sure the first time was, hey, we have to, hey, can you do this? And it's like, bro, I appreciate it, but at some point you gotta. And I know, right? I sound like the old guy just about the rules, but I do feel like you should have like the rules, and it's like it's not that big of a deal. Right. But hey, out of the situation, of course, it's not okay to tase his band director in front of his students. I think that's the worst part. Is that the students? He's standing up for the students in the point of like, hey, we came here to play, and they go like, all right, well, get out of here. You know what I'm saying? Tase you or whatever. Whatever happened. Shout out to the band director for his energy for his band, his program. He definitely. You know what I'm saying, rise for his students. He goes all the way. Okay. Let's get some next week predictions that we're in with top 5. All right. First up, we have A&T versus Norfolk State. Ooh, I might go to this. Okay, y'all know with A&T. But from the performance I've seen from A&T and from the performance I've seen from Norfolk State, I'm gonna have to go Norfolk State. I think Norfolk State is a little more battle tested. They did the battle in Houston. They played Hampton, which is another band that's another like rivalry. It's a high energy game. And I feel like A&T hasn't been exposed to anything. I haven't seen A&T at all for the most part. I haven't seen them really. And for them to be a field show band, I haven't seen no field show. I haven't seen the thing that they're known for. I haven't really seen. To me, they've been really quiet this year. Mm-hmm. So. I just think that like they're just gonna get caught flipping like Colorado. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's gonna be a blowout that bad, but I do think like it's gonna be a uphill battle for A&T to kind of get on that level. Being that I only saw them against Central, which is a smaller band, yet a rivalry. They didn't really give it to them how I wanted to, and to put Norfolk State away, it has to be very distinct and very clear a W. And I don't know if A&T has that. But I hope they do. I'll be there. What you think?
Yeah, I got Norfolk State winning that. And just thinking about the season they had, start off National Battle of the Bands coming out strong, play Southern. First week after that, had Virginia State rivalry game.
Yeah.
Play some similar stuff, but it's just the intensity of the matchup. Then right after that, had Hampton.
Right. I forgot about Virginia State too.
Had a week off. Now they about to go see A&T. They looking at this. To me, they looking at this like we got the schedule to be in the band world. And then after this, they got Tennessee State. So it's like
that's gonna be a good one. That's gonna be a good one.
Like to be existed for real. But
yeah. No, bro, that's gonna be a good one.
So I haven't seen anything from A&T that's gonna make me pick them for this battle.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see what it is, but I don't foresee nothing really shaking.
Yeah. Me too, man. I'm excited for the game. I'm excited to see what Norfolk brings. All right, Skiggy versus Alabama A&M. A&M. Yeah. I haven't seen much of A&M this year.
Me either.
Southern versus UAPB.
That's Southern.
All right. Okay, this is gonna be good. Alcorn versus Alabama State. Look, Alabama State. The way we were just talking about you, bro. Don't go. I'm picking Bama State. Don't come down here and let me down, bro. Alcorn, when they get in the battle, they know how to play, bro. They know how to throw them out. They know exactly what to do.
Where is the game at?
I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. I hope it's at Alabama State just based on the acoustics of the place. But I'm not sure. But I'm excited to see that. Okay. FAMU versus Mississippi Valley. What you think? we just talked about fam in the battle. Mississippi Valley, the newer program, bigger program. I'm going Valley. Valley got something to prove. And FAMU is a big name of a school. You know what I'm saying? It's bigger than Valley.
I'm picking Valley because I feel like FAMU would have to do more to win this battle, and I feel like they aren't going to do that.
Definitely. Graham versus Prairie View.
Prairie View.
Prairie View.
Okay. I think it's going to be really good. Graham and
Prairie View
sleeper battles, yo.
Yeah. Okay. Virginia State versus Shaw. Virginia State. Virginia Union versus St. Aug. I'm gonna say Union.
Yeah.
John C. Smith versus Elizabeth City. I live in Charlotte, North Carolina. I've never seen John C. Smith's band. I don't know if that's my fault or that's their fault. I don't know. I want to be more visible. I know people in the band. Anyway, I'm gonna go with Elizabeth City. Albany State versus Kentucky State. Whew.
That's the matchup. We took your band director. What you got?
Woo. Oh, this is the YouTube. We took your band director game. Oh man. First of all, this is like the Southern battle like a year or two ago. It's like it's that like I know it's like I love you, but we gotta crank on you. Like we have to show you on both sides because they're like, hey, we just got this dude, but we gonna ride with it. We've been winning for a couple months, and y'all was like, we love this dude. He was our director, but we gotta kill you to show you that you shouldn't have left. Mm-hmm. So I'm excited to see that. That game, a lot of emotions. You know, we love storylines here. All right. We love storylines. That's a great storyline. It's like the NFL. All right. Yeah. You say you got Albany? I got Kentucky State. Miles versus Central State. Miles. Shout out to Central State though, man. They've been putting their work to this shit.
Yeah, I got Miles. Think about last.
Yeah. Winston Salem versus Lincoln. Winston battle Texas, man. Lane versus Clark.
I haven't heard Lane.
I haven't really seen Lane that much this year. I'm gonna go Lane though. Bowie State versus Livingstone. Bowie. And Morehouse versus Benedict. I'm going Morehouse, even though Benedict is going to win. I'm going Morehouse just because I watched that battle with them and I felt crazy because I was out of place with the weeks.
I'm gonna check out that Morehouse video tonight.
Yo, it's really good. I'm like, yo, Morehouse is the best band in Atlanta. This is I've never. Yo, side note too. Where does Morehouse get their girl from? They get them from Spelman. They got hella dance girls. I'm like, I thought it was an all boys school. Like, what we doing? Anyway. All right. Great week, man. Great week. I'm excited to see, for next week. I think we said our favorite matchup that we're really looking forward to is Kentucky State versus Albany State. It's a storyline. There's hella emotions. A&T versus Norfolk as well. That's a good one to look out for, as well as Grambling and Prairie View. Okay. Top five. We were top five in the band world so far. Not even just this week. Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm gonna start off. Okay, I'm gonna start off with Alabama State first, and this is not in any order as far as band ranking. I'm just going off of what band program has shown the most improvements just this year. Jackson State, even though I watched Jackson State, they played Bethune, but Bethune didn't come. But I watched the fifth, and they started off with a song that I know is in our Don't Play Again list, which is Cold Hearted Snake, which it sounded great, but come on, bro. Cold Hearted Snake. But anyway, Bama State, Jackson. I'm going to go. I'm going to go FAMU.
Ooh.
FAMU, Texas Southern, and Morehouse.
Okay. Cross fire.
Go ahead. What you think?
I'll take. Give me Norfolk. Give me Bama State. Give me Alabama State. Give me Jackson.
One more.
I want to say Southern, but that last performance, I was like, oh no, bro. Like boombox. it was not a good. It was sloppy, yo. Like,
Yeah.
top 5. Like, I think because they're hard to beat though. So that's what makes it.
Give me a small band in that
A
last
small
spot.
band, cool. All right, we'll go. Shoot, I'll throw. What's it called? Old Faithful. Florida Memorial.
Shout out to Florida Memorial. You talk about styles, boy. They keep their style, man. Shout out to them. All right, guys. Well, there it is. There's our top 5. And there's the.
Yeah, they're gonna post this, and they were like, "What?" People be mad. Like, what?
I know. Well, that's because they're going off of the history. I'm going off of the now. The now Morehouse is the best band in Atlanta. Tell me, prove me otherwise.
Right.
Well, look, we appreciate you guys for checking out FaceOff Around the Culture. Every week, we are right here at 8 o'clock every Tuesday, recapping the band week. You can follow the page at It's a FaceOff. Follow me at Horatio Radio on all social media.
You can follow me on Twitter at mine_mine.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We appreciate you guys for following. Make sure you share it next time, and we'll see you guys next week.
All right. See y'all next week. Good show.